The Rise is an original musical. It's about family, hope, progress, and the importance of passing on tradition through generations. I wanted to write something based in the north, where I'm from, and with this being my first musical, I wanted to keep it really simple. So I picked a time period where I had to be quite spare and quite simplistic in my choices, musically and lyrically. And in the story, actually. It's a very simple story about 7 characters and their life in the turn of the century in a North Manchester town. The show follows one eventful day in the lives of 2 families, the Roaches and the Brownings, who both live in the same fictional northern town. The Roaches run a bakery, the Brownings run a laundry, both small businesses trying to survive in the face of ever-increasing industry in the northwest. And we see their struggles, their dreams, their disappointments, and hopefully watch as they are challenged and rise above those challenges.
This black sheep couldn't sleep. Some things you learn, its violets turn to fly away, just for the day. My dad and me, I wonder what we'll see. We'll sit on deck, chairs not fall through. We'll row a boat and not capsize. We'll find the tower spanking new. We'll get into that lift and rise.
Why do you always say the things that make me want to make a fist and finally put these hands to use?
Cause then at least I'd know there's passion in you somewhere, and you must be worth abiding, even if that little boy is hiding underneath your skin.
That boy's a man who's not afraid to get his hands stuck in.
If that were true, you'd still be down there learning what to do.
You've got some nerve to be so hateful. Looking at you, I'd be grateful. There's a man who wants to take your hand at all.
Look out of that window. What can you see?
The street?
That's what Wilfred'd say. Oh, your dad. Try again.
I can see the glow of the lights at the end of the alley from the pub on Gladwell Road. The moon just coming out, and Mr. Latchford's pigeons returning to his loft, and the tops of the trees on Halewood Park waving over the roofs across the street.
That's more like it. Now, look past it.
You can't.
You can.
Trying to fit in is boring, ignoring what sets us apart. If difference can mean our beginning, then this boy who is different can start. This boy's freak show, it's the audience who's ugly, and on this boy's freak show, all the beauty stands on stage. You might think it's bleak though, for a misfit such as me, to see this crazy scheme succeeding, daydream while my nose is bleeding, 5 like Santa
just said that when you're young you expect everything will go to plan. Well, I don't. I don't expect anything to go to plan, ever, because it never does.
Not so far, it ants. And maybe that fact alone will tell you something.
But what about...
And don't think for a moment your father will have the slightest objection. He wants what's best for you, whether he ends up with an heir to his significant empire or whether he doesn't.
Thanks, Mrs. Browning.
Oh. Stop your nonsense.
And for what it's worth, you do have someone, you know. You're not alone. You have Herbert. And unlike me, he's got his mum. I'd give anything for that.
I started writing The Rise in 2016, and it sort of came out of nowhere. There was this song that just arrived called Tomorrow's Bread, and I had the image of this girl sitting on the steps, looking down into the cellar, watching her dad baking bread, and wishing she could help him, but knowing that he wouldn't let her.
Your great-grandfather's mixing bowl, a tarnished spoon that once shone bright as black porter, a jug for adding water. Why can't you show your daughter how she wants to learn the mysteries? Please, I look and learn, but you don't see. You want to pass it on, well, pass it on to me, while Samuel just ignores you. You ignore that I adore to watch your private magic show. Hello. You speak of futures, Dad. Well, where is mine? Am I allowed to wander from this one straight line that I'm supposed to stay on? And if I even stray one bit, would that be really all that bad? Dad,
And that was the initial image, and that sort of opened out into the rest of these characters and the story they tell. Finished the show last summer, 2019, and we did the first full rehearsed reading in January here in Manchester at the Royal Northern College of Music. And hopefully now what's going to happen is someone's going to take it on and produce it.
we've got the same magician's eyes. I understand the things you say. And Dad, tomorrow's bread could be the prize that I'd wake up to